wooded slopes of West Virginia in the Allegheny Mountain Range. The long, peaceful valley of the Cumberland country. The fertile farmlands of western Maryland. The rolling lowlands dressed in the lush green of early spring. In the autumn of the year, ideal fox hunting countryside. And the Tidewater country through the heart of Maryland to the Atlantic seaboard. This is the territory of the Western Maryland Railway, with home offices in this striking new building in downtown Baltimore, with branch offices for personalized services in the major cities of the country. First, a major coal road, its western division reaching deep into the rich bituminous region of West Virginia. Then, a busy bridge route between the eastern seaboard and the Middle West, south and southwest. Finally, at its eastern terminus in Baltimore, Port Covington, one of the best equipped rail and water terminals in the world. Originally formed to connect a valley with the city of Baltimore, Western Maryland is today one of the nation's outstanding carriers. Its reputation and standard of service have been earned the hard way by the steady application of operating methods designed to build dependability into track and equipment, plus the purchase and construction of every kind of modern mechanical and technical device for faster and better railroad service. This includes complete dieselization of its locomotive power over the entire trackage of its system. In its time, this steam locomotive was the symbol of power and strength, the romance of adventure and the fabulous expansion of American enterprise. It is a proud heritage. To keep that memory green, the Western Maryland Railway has presented this steam locomotive to the city of Hagerstown. Today, this old warrior is on permanent exhibition in a public park of that city, a memorial and a reminder of the old days of railroading. Today, a new era in railroading is underway. Coal is bigger business than ever before. More than 5 million tons a year moving over Western Maryland lines from the mines along the railroad and from mines on other railroads bridge-routed over the Western Maryland. Coal for transshipment to foreign markets. Coal for the power plants, the steel mills, and the factories of industrial America. Big trains rolling, coal from the mountains of West Virginia eastbound, hauled by powerful diesel, as many as 12 units in each train for this long haul up these rugged mountain grades. Via Elkins en route to Cumberland, from Connellsville and the mines of Maryland, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia, eastbound for Cumberland. Knobmount, Western Maryland's classification yard at Cumberland. Hundreds of loaded coal cars arriving every day, each car weighed at the scale house. After weighing, the big job of classification, cars rolling down a maze of tracks, each car switched to its proper track for classification and makeup into coal trains for the ships at Port Covington and industrial markets on the Atlantic seaboard. And then big trains rolling again. Coal train eastbound for Hagerstown, New York and New England, Baltimore and Port Covington. This is Hagerstown, heart of the Western Maryland system. This is the repair yard, largest of several servicing the railroad. These are skilled mechanics, trained and experienced in every phase of railroad maintenance, handling the most modern tools and equipment. Hagerstown is the center of Western Maryland's repair and maintenance operation, designed for precision work that keeps motive power and rolling stock in the most efficient operating condition. What are the other factors responsible for Western Maryland's high regard by shippers and railroad men throughout the country? Motive power, A great fleet of diesel locomotives and switch engines, kept in top condition and appearance, doing duty in yards, on main line and branches, from Tidewater to the Alleghenies. Freight cars, more than 14,000 in number, half of them bought in the last 10 to 12 years. The rest rebuilt and modernized to meet present-day needs in fast freight transportation. Every type of car you can name. These brand new flat cars for piggyback use. New conventional box cars. New air slide and compartmentizer units. And thousands of cars equipped with roller bearings in place of the old journal box unit. Road bed that's a railroader's dream. Heavy rail and prime quality ties. Kept in perfect condition throughout the year, year after year, to ensure top-flight transit for fast freight traffic. Continuous improvement of signaling and switching facilities for safer and faster mainline and subdivision traffic. More and more track mileage under centralized traffic control, through which switches and signals located many miles away are under push-button control, thus speeding up train operation and almost doubling the effective capacity of single track. The latest in direct communications for railroad use, in train-to-train and yard-to-train operation. And of major importance, Western Maryland personnel, out on the line, in the offices, in the yards and repair shops, getting the job done, the big job of railroading that needs doing day by day, to keep their line up near the top of the heap in the field of American railroading. These, then, are the basic factors that have built for Western Maryland a reputation that ranks with the highest in the industry. A transportation map of the USA tells the Western Maryland story as a bridge route, a lifeline of through traffic moving between cities beyond its own line, channeled through Hagerstown for routing east, west, north, and south. Western Maryland's gateway to worldwide shipping at Port Covington in Baltimore for cargo from Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Chicago. Big tonnages of coal and fast freight turned over by B&O, N&W, Pittsburgh and West Virginia, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie, to Philadelphia, New York, and New England, via Western Maryland's shortcut route. Westbound, the traffic flow for cargo originating in the east and northeast, from Port Covington for foreign cargo, via Hagerstown, connecting at Connellsville with trains to Pittsburgh, Youngstown, Toledo, Chicago, Cleveland, St. Louis, and points west. This, then, is Western Maryland as a high traffic density link between the heaviest traffic centers of the nation. But that's not the half of it, because Western Maryland is chiefly an originating road. Raw materials, finished and semi-finished products, farm products, industrial products. These go over Western Maryland from points of origin along the line. From the quarries in Western Maryland territory, limestone, clay, and other quarry products of the region. Big shipments of cement from Maryland and southern Pennsylvania moving by Western Maryland cars. Farm produce and canned goods of every variety in Western Maryland insulated cars, the most modern semi-refrigerator cars on the rails today. Household appliances, machinery, and a long list of other products from light and heavy industry in the region served by the Western Maryland Railway. All of it originating online, some terminating online. The rest build for destinations further on, including truck trailers in the new piggyback service and cargo of great size and unwieldy shape in cars designed to meet special transport needs. Port Covington, third phase of Western Maryland operation, an integral part of the world port of Baltimore. Port Covington is Western Maryland's eastern terminus. The international flow of freight traffic by way of these deep water docking facilities puts the world on a Western Maryland siding. Here stands one of the greatest grain elevators on the eastern seaboard, recently expanded from a capacity of 4 million to more than 5 million bushels, or 3,000 carloads of grain. Grain for the world across the seas. Grain brought to Port Covington for storage from the Middle West in boxcars and from Maryland's eastern shore in bay boats. And here is the latest type of grain car unloader that automatically tilts car back and forth until all grain has been emptied, unloading a boxcar in 6 minutes. Total cost of the new bins and car unloader, $1,300,000. From its inception as a rail water installation more than 50 years ago, Port Covington has had tremendous expansion and improvement, designed to meet the needs of growing traffic overseas and inland. The drafting of new projects is never done. The sounds of construction are never still at this great seaport, for Port Covington grows with the times. This has meant extension of Western Maryland's Pier 9 by 358 feet, for a total length now of 1,195 feet, to provide ample space for 2 deep-sea vessels, doubling shed capacity. Further work on Pier 9 includes widening floor area by 60 feet and adding a single deck area, now known as Pier 9A, with other new improvements on Pier 8 and Pier 7 to provide easier access by rail and road. Total cost, some $5 million. Port Covington is too big in sheer physical size, too varied in operations, too broad in scope to be easily held by the eye or grasped by the mind. Its story is better told in statistics. Port Covington is an immense railroad yard, which has recently been expanded by 1/3, with more than 50 miles of track. 18 trains in and out every 24 hours. Port Covington is a modern coal pier with 2 automatic coal dumpers that can empty coal cars at the rate of 1 a minute, with room for 2 ships simultaneously. Port Covington is a 1,500-foot ore pier, equipped with 3 huge cranes and crane buckets taking up to 25 tons at a bite. In the last 10 years, a spectacular growth of this aspect of Western Maryland operation. Tremendous increases in ore tonnage from South America, Labrador, Africa, India, Cuba, and Sweden, brought to Port Covington, dumped into the hoppers and gondolas bound for the furnaces of our great steel companies on the Atlantic seaboard. In Pittsburgh, Youngstown, Cleveland, and other industrial centers throughout the country. Port Covington is barge service in Baltimore Harbor, with 10 car floats carrying up to 22 loaded cars to the industries at Sparrows Point, Canton, Wagner's Point, Cabin Branch, strung along a harbor shoreline. Port Covington is the transshipment of general merchandise, from 500-pound bales of jute from India to big shipments of coffee from Latin America. If it's an import, name it, and the chances are you'll see it move from ship to the piers at Port Covington to be loaded for fast freight rail service over Western Maryland lines. And in reverse, merchandise from every part of the country. Canned goods for Italy, office equipment for Iran, steel rails for South America. Every kind of product from our farms and factories in foreign trade via Port Covington. One of the great modern rail water facilities on the eastern seaboard, a wide open gateway for international and domestic commerce through the paths of the sea to the world at large and inland to the USA. Western Maryland is American history, one of the stage settings for great events that have shaped our destiny as a nation. This is Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Almost a century ago, President Lincoln came here from Washington to dedicate the battlefield of Gettysburg as a national cemetery. He traveled by train over rails that are today part of a busy modern railroad, the Western Maryland. A voice comes out of the past, echoing through the corridors of eternity.
87 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. We here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
President Lincoln arrived at this station, and he left from here. It stands today as a memorial to that historic occasion. In the course of history, new problems arise, calling for new solutions to meet the changing times. Western Maryland has moved forward with the times into the second century of its existence as a railroad. Today, this road is not satisfied with the traditional means and methods of old-time railroading. Modern railroading must meet the challenge of the times: clearness of vision, boldness of concept, imaginative and progressive planning. These are the dynamics of Rail Transport USA. Western Maryland moves forward with confidence and assurance, rededicated to the principles of high performance to the region and the nation it serves, unfolding new facets of service in the mainstream of fast freight transportation.